Be me. Exchange student in Germany for 1 semester. Live in a dorm where most tenants are international, mostly Pajitas and Asians. Smoke weed with the Pajitas every now and then. Fast forward some weeks. 1 a.m., getting prepared to sleep. Hear my Pajita friend's voice next door. Next door? That's the goth 9 out of 10 German girl. They turn up music, think it will hide the moaning sounds, but the walls are paper thin in this building. Hear them having sex pretty much every night, then find out that another friend has a white Czech girl with blue eyes. How is this possible? These aren't good looking either. Midget, skin, terrible accent. How do they do it? Is black pill not real? If the black pill was real, they would be the master race, Anon. Anon, the vast majority of dog posted here is cope. The black pill is something incels wield as a cudgel to absolve them of the responsibility of actually trying. Germany loves its cultural enrichment. Most likely she's one of the many who voted for open borders because she secretly wants to be dominated by more masculine men. Yes, even are more masculine than Euro to these women. Remember, Germany voted for these laws. Their women wanted to turn it into a migrant hellhole. I've seen this guy making multiple LARP posts just like this, and he always adds in, "We smoked weed." WTF is up with that? Is weed still cool and edgy? Be me. Back in 2016, 15 years old, just getting into politics. Live in blue state, find videos online and think Trump is based. Say I'd vote for him if I could over Hillary during dinner. Parents take my phone and try to find out how I've been psyoped into voting for the enemy. WTF? 2020 rolls around. 19 now, but still living with family. Vote for Trump. Family gets mad and threatens to kick me out of the house. End up being forced to check off Biden on a ballot in front of them. Turn in a vote for Trump anyway, since they can't make me vote for that guy. 2024. Decide to not tell my parents I'm voting for Trump again. Tell them I'm abstaining. They screech at me and threaten to kick me out again. Can someone explain this shit? I blame the media almost entirely. It does a great job at separating families and destroying relationships by making everyone think that the next election is the final battle for planet Earth, and if you aren't on the right side, then you're the problem. Leftists are by definition, because if they had a brain, they wouldn't be leftists. You cannot expect to behave rationally. American politics, ladies and gentlemen. Be me. Hate minorities. That is all. Thread closed. Be me. 19-year-old. Outside of normal everyday conversation, I talk only to asshole women online. Well, edgy assholes in general, really. Disappear from those places and stay completely alone/isolated from 16 till I entered college, since I meet a weird, extremely autistic guy who for some reason approached and chatted with almost everyone in the class, Lamau, and I'm one of those people. Although he seems to be alone during recess. One day in college, talking to him, girl that is his friend shows up alone in front of us and greets him. He's part of a big group, and that girl is in it too. They both engage in conversation, and slowly but surely I start to engage too. Start talking to her. It has been 2+ years since I've talked to a woman. She's super nice and friendly. I fall in love instantly. Now an objective 5 out of 6 out of 10 is a 10 out of 10 in my eyes. Every time I see her, my brain goes numb. It doesn't matter how many times I to her, she's still a 10 out of 10 in my eyes. I'm literally in love, and it took talking to a normal woman for 30 minutes. I don't know how others put up with those other edgy attention in Discord when there is so much better out there. Looks-wise, she's 5'1", extremely pale, chubby, but since she's so pale, she looks cute. Also, it seems she's losing weight, I don't know. She doesn't have a chin, and her teeth are a bit big for her muta, weird mouth in general, but looks cute either way. Dark brown eyes and hair. Under the sun hitting through a window, her hair looks really soft and pretty, wears mostly big black t-shirts. One day she came up with a zip-up red hoodie to class and a skirt, and she looked adorable. She looks like the pic related, but chubbier and with less gigantic nose. This is the picture related. I won. Be me. Marry Asian chick. She was a virgin on our wedding night. She loves cooking. She's Catholic. She treats me like a king. Perfect wife. I love her, but I'm not thrilled about having half Asian kids. Found out wife has a fertility issue. Doctor recommends that we get an egg donor if we want to have kids. Wife asks her best friend to be egg donor. Her best friend is white, blonde hair, green eyes. Her friend agrees to do it. Get the loyalty of an Asian virgin trad wife while having white kids with her Aryan egg donor best friend. I love winning. OP's priorities are completely out of whack. What the hell is this picture? Asian women cooming over white men? What the hell is this? God. Are you going to repost it on r/Greentext? Already reposted. The only genuine thing about this post is how tiresome they are. Yeah, some weird race play crap. Jesus Christ, that's a lewd picture of an Asian girl. In a bikini. Not showing that. Be me, hanging out in an apartment. Married neighbor is an exhibitionist while her husband is away on business trips. Leaves her panties on the line for weeks. Get curious and try to look her up online. Top 98% in the state. High school mathematics champion. Degree in commerce. Degree in finance with honors. Professional auditor. I suppose I just get confused how the super logical nerd goes for the sexual stuff while the husband is away. Oh, I probably should have mentioned she gets naked in the apartment while the husband is away. Or acts like a when nobody is firmly holding the leash. No, really? Someone replied to that. So is every woman a when the leash isn't present? Anon replied to that. Yes. Why do you think women used to be controlled by their father right up until she got married when her new husband would control her? People back then knew that we needed someone to make decisions for us. Is this a femanon replying? Definitely a fetish thing. Be me as a kid. Get into artificial intelligence and machine learning. Start to think about how if AI gets good, it can do anything and therefore create anything. Think about how it's like that one website full of the monkey-type writer theorem. If AI can create anything, it can create all movies, books, TV shows, art, and video game, and all of that with hundreds almost the same but slightly different in different ways. Think about how I will never create anything and how I will never have a need for work disqualifying my need for existence. Realize that AI will never be able to do that for at least another hundreds of years, and maybe we will find a solution way before. Slowly forget my worries about machine. So anyway, I might have been very wrong by a long shot and generative AI advanced so fast. Be prepared to see infinite everything slop, even if it only differs slightly from the last. Hey man, you still need someone to curate the AI. There's a role that can be filled by a person. Be me. On school trip. Decide to eat at Applebee's. See Touchtunes station in the corner. Decide to download the app because why not? Looking at the catalog of music. Hudson Mohawk Seabat. Convince friends to use the sign-up link so we get free credits. We queue it up once. It blares really loud to the restaurant. We decide it's a good idea to queue it up repeatedly. Staff peering at us around the corner. Nearly got entire school group kicked out of Applebee's over Seabat. Is it safe to go back? Do you think I'm on a do not serve list in that Applebee's? I was the one laughing the hardest, so it's pretty obvious it was me. Sounds gay as You have to be 18 to post here, by the way. Seabat, Reddit tier meme. OP replied to both. Yeah, I'm 18 now. This was like 1.5 years ago. Doesn't change the fact I'm probably on the do not serve list, despite it being a Reddit tier meme. And this is why I drink. Okay, before I start, I need to say this. I'm Russian. Yes, vodka, suka, blyat, exactly. So I don't know how to speak English properly. Sorry if I make any grammatical or spelling mistakes. How dare you, OP? Be me, 23 years old, Russian living in New York, works at a bar, lives with this of a roommate, my Australian roommate, and the other girl from Texas, but says she's Cuban. I don't know, on God. Is that what that is, on God? Alcoholic like any other sane person who lives with these autists. Australian roommate keeps yelling at me in stupid Aussie slang that I don't even understand half of it and takes advantage of the fact that I can't speak English really well. Meanwhile, my girl roommate, she's really nice to me, but she's also kinda autistic and obsessed with Cuba and communism. Sometimes it drives me insane. And when it's finally time to go to bed, I can't because my roommates are fighting, and also because there's too much noise outside, man. New York, I miss Russia. I literally have nowhere else to go, I'm too broke. Vodka is my one and only love. And this is why I drink. Why do you live in New York? Could have picked literally anywhere else in the country and you chose the worst city. He might not yell at you if you weren't so damn drunk all the time. OP replied to that. But vodka is cool. Locksneed Sharton says, Hi OP, how's your day been? OP replied, F my vodka-soaked life. This is OP replying to the guy who said, why live in New York? My stupid abusive relative forced me to move to New York City with him, and I had no other choice. He later died in an accident. Thank God, though I still can't go anywhere. I have no money, FML.jpg. You got somebody replying to both OP and the person asking OP why I chose New York to live in. New York City's the worst city. Shows how sheltered you are. New York City, you can literally disappear into any crowd and do whatever you want and no one cares. Can't do that in Bumfistan, where everyone knows and judges you, unless you don't give a in which case you will get persecuted. It'll get better, bro. Someone replied to that. Hee, in New York City, you can go to a park and get paws and load right up your bum and no one will ever know. Shut the up, you retarded. Go die. Peak 4chan reply.